I really don't think it's a good sign when you put in the trailer #hates. That always freaked me out watching the trailer to House at the End of the Street, because they always put at the end #hates, and I don't know if that would work. I mean, don't they want people to love their movie? Instead of, I don't know, find a different way to market it. I know it's really long to put #house at the end of the street and then put hates, but who wants to put anywhere of hate on their movie anywhere? No one wants to put that, because they don't want to get anybody's mind thinking, oh, this is just going to be another stupid movie, I'm going to hate this. Usually when you see a poster of a film or advertisement, it's like everybody loves. I just think it's just bad marketing. Put a film #hates for all the Twitter fans. So if you hate this movie, I don't know. It's very confusing to me. And I went into this film kind of having that in mind. That doesn't really help when you're trying to get people to enjoy your movie. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't bother other people. Maybe it just bothers me. So going into this movie, I had really no hope, because we haven't got a lot of horror films or suspenseful movies in the last few months that has captured my soul, my heart, and made me go home and I can't stop thinking about it. I just can't stop. I can't. Jennifer Lawrence and Elizabeth Shue, and there's this guy named Max Thurox or whatever. They're in this film. And going to this movie, I felt like, okay, we're just going to get the typical horror movie. There's this tragedy that happens, new people move in or move into the neighborhood, and then more tragic things happen. We didn't really get that. We got some of that, of course, yes. What the trailer definitely shows you is what you get. There's not a lot of surprises. But some of the things that I did enjoy about this movie, from the get-go, I liked the style. Some parts of it felt like it was kind of like, are we stuck in the 70s? I mean, the camera seemed, I don't know, it seemed to have a life of its own. It was moving, especially when we meet Jennifer Lawrence. And Jennifer Lawrence, wow, she's so beautiful. And I just think she can just read the dictionary. She is so fascinating and so interesting and so likable. And I think she's one of the saving graces of this film. I'm also glad that Elizabeth Shue actually has a bigger part. You don't get to see her very much as an actress anymore, and it's nice to she gets to do something and just have something to do on screen. Now, when this movie was going and you actually meet the neighbor guy who had all these tragic things happen to him, I felt his character was quite interesting, and I was captivated. I was really invested. For a while I'm invested. I care what's going on. I'm really interested to see how this all comes out. Will this change my mind? I'm not really scared. There's some definite cheese moments or cheap moments that, oh my gosh, it's just the dark, or oh my gosh, it's just this, or oh my gosh, it's this. And I'm like, okay, well, that didn't really scare me, but I'm interested, I'm still invested, I think I care. Maybe because of the strong likability that Jennifer Lawrence has. She is a really great actress, and again, the other ones, everybody that are the main characters seems like they have something to do on screen. There's a lot of side characters that I don't know if they're well thought out. Well, for the most part, it's definitely interesting. Even to the point where we get the final reveal. I don't think I felt kind of bummed. Maybe I did. It was definitely an interesting twist, and I don't want to give away too much for the people that are going to go see this movie. But I was still interested. I think it maybe helped with the editing style and the camera work that kept my interest, and the acting. Because when I found out how this all was happening and how this all was going down, and they reveal everything and they lay it all out, I wasn't moved. I wanted to be moved. I wanted to be like, oh my gosh. I had no expectation about this movie. In the trailer, they told me the word hates, and that didn't help out at all. I felt like I was really going to hate this movie, but I didn't. Surprisingly, I didn't hate this movie. This is not a good horror movie or thriller. It's slightly compelling. I have to give it that it's slightly compelling. It had me interested throughout the whole entire piece. I just wish it engulfed me physically, maybe emotionally, maybe a little bit of crying going on, but there was no crying. The performances are really nice. When you find out how it's all going down, you can either take it one way, you can either take it like, oh, that's really interesting, wow. Or you can be like, really? I'm kind of in the middle on this movie. It's not a bad film. For the most part, I kind of liked it. I did not like the marketing. It doesn't help when you put hate. I don't feel like it really helps when you put hate in your marketing. Maybe in the title that's fine, because you hate something. You want to make sure everybody around it, even the most positive press, will say something nice about this film. Like, it had nice editing. Like, I thought editing was kind of cool. So I'm going to give House at the End of the Street #hates. Hates. Surprisingly, I'm not going to #hates this movie. I'm going to give the film 2.5 stars. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook, and please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. And please go to WhoYouTube.com for all your DVD, movie reviews, Blu-ray release reviews, all that great stuff. And I bet you can find that better hashtag. There's been some better hashtags like #WeLiveFilm or #WhoYouTube. Sounds so much better than #hates.